me see. It's 740. I'm walking down a hill, and I'm gonna go up a hill. Beautiful day, it's a beautiful day. It's pretty. Everyone's got gates right here. There's like oh, there's a lot of gates down this street. This is no bueno, muchachos. I don't open gates. Yeah, a lot of them. Huh. This is not good. Like, oh boy. Yeah, the whole hillside. I didn't see that one coming. Interesting. Holy moly. This whole hillside has gates in front of their house. Like, almost every one of them. Which is a, no way Jose. Not next time. I mean, that lends to not homes. And that's not good. So, I was all ready to break in my beautiful shirt too. Knocking on lots of doors when nobody's here. I don't know how you like my shirt. How you like my shirt? Should have wiped my face a little bit better. A little slimy. I still got like door knock face right now. Thing is, you gotta be like fresh, you know? The chat room. You relentlessly prospect. Yeah. Mohip Kular. Mohip came in like, this guy for real? And then Mohip, a week later, is like, is this live? Or is it Memorex? And then a week later, he's like, fucking, this guy's a fucking animal. He's a fucking animal. You know, I do this because I've got other things I want to do with my life, you know? And so, like, I'm willing to put in, oh, wait a cotton picking licking second. That's my propaganda right there. What's going on? I don't have... Why is my propaganda at that doorstep? And yet I don't have... What the hell? Okay, James Festini. I don't know. Yesterday was 7:57. Why? What the fuck? What am I doing here? What is going on here? What's going on here? Done. This is really, what the hell? Okay, that was that street. How did my propaganda get to this doorstep without my delivery? Or did I go that far and I'm actually on the wrong side of the street and I've actually been here yesterday? And because they were all not homes, did I stop there? What the hell? Lordy, I'm losing my mind. I am seriously fucking losing my shit right now. Yesterday, what would I do yesterday? Now I'm looking at like people's front doors going, did I come here yesterday? How is this possible? I would have seen I hide my propaganda in a strategic location, But something tells me now, oh my God, I'm fucked. Like, there's a high possibility that I will have Alzheimer's by the time I'm whatever old. Because this is... Yes, I did knock here, yes. James Festini, what the hell is the matter with you? Did you go... How far did you go down this block? Oh my God. Because you went up halfway up the street. You did go up this block. You son of a bitch. You're fucking crazy. Yeah, I remember. There's my propaganda right there. So I definitely... So, although I didn't fly... That's part of the problem, too. If you're old, you get to forget. And I did knock this street all the way down here. And then I got to, like, 2 people. And then by then, the sun was set. So I think I stopped right here. I'm pretty sure I stopped right here yesterday. Find out right now. If I walk up and see more propaganda, my Lord, I am so out of it. What I think I did was I went down the whole block. And then I was going to go back and like mark not home because there was a lot of not homes yesterday. I did at least like 50 to 80 people. Well, yesterday I knew I must have done 150 doors. Hi, I'm James with Century 21. I was just wondering if you were thinking of selling your house.
No, sir.
Thank you for your time. You have a good day. How weird is it to think that maybe you talked to them yesterday? I'm expecting now someone to be like, you knocked on my door yesterday. I'm like, oh Jesus, I need to leave this whole city. I'm losing it. See, there's my propaganda. Jesus, Mother Mary of Mother of Jesus. My propaganda's on that door. So I knocked on that door yesterday, but he must have not opened. There's my propaganda right there. What's going on here? I could not have knocked this house. Did I stop here? I know I got halfway up the road. And by then it was like 7 o'clock, but why didn't I mark my last door so that I would know? Oh my God. This is like typical. Yeah, I've definitely been to this door because I remember this plant. I remember that plant. Oh my God, I've been abducted by aliens. Maybe it was right here that I stopped. Because I know I got like a couple steps up the hill and I go, okay, it's dark, I'm done. It's the end of the day. There's my propaganda again. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. There's my propaganda right there. I'm literally walking up a hill that I've walked yesterday. I have often walked down this street before. Okay, you know what? I know one street I didn't. I was going to go back down. How crazy is it that guy didn't say, you were here yesterday, dumbass. What a nice guy. But why didn't he say something? How far did I get on this street then? I know I got halfway up the street, but is this a Spotio thing? How is Spotio not telling me? That's what doesn't make sense either, is how is Spotio not telling me, James, you were on this block? I mean, it tells me I was on this block, but it didn't tell me the last. Jesus. Oh my God. But that dude totally, like, I knocked on his door yesterday, and he actually slightly looked familiar, which is really pathetic. I just know that the next street over, I'll just walk up to the top of the hill, get in my car, and drive away like a total weirdo. I've got a showing at 8 o'clock anyhow. I'll just go up. I'll just do like 30 or 40. How you doing?
How's it going?
Good. So if I hook bank right, it's 7:15. I can bank all of these houses right here. Loop back around. Cut through if I don't make it. Hook up here and my car's right there. Or I just get up this street. Hit these houses here. Oh my lord. Okay. I'm just gonna get off that block. You know, and the funny thing is that I'm only sticking through this neighborhood because I made about 300 pieces of propaganda. But to be honest, this part of town has been extremely unsuccessful. Like, I'm not generating, I generated one like 2 or 3 days ago, but I'm not generating any leads. There are not enough leads to be excited about or think that I'm getting somewhere. It's actually almost slightly discouraging to see, you know, the lack of results from such effort. That I'm gonna go ahead. What will probably happen is that I need to go back to the city that I'm familiar with or live in and market in. I was doing a little mapping earlier today with a Sharpie or a pen, a dry erase marker, looking at a map of the homes that I've knocked, and I don't think I've hit the city, my city. You know, I kind of just jumped the gun and said, I'll come up here. You know, I knocked up the road there. And where's the market share? I don't know. Fine for propaganda. Can you get fined for propaganda if people complain? No. I'm totally in the Twilight Zone. I'm telling you, man. I know I got down the hill, and it was a very slow hill. And, you know, and then the sun went down, so I stopped about 2 or 3. But normally, if I get halfway down a block, normally, every house that I hit, I tap Spotio and I flag it. But yesterday, this area in particular has been less than stellar with the pin drops being accurate. Normally, when you're on Spotio, like right here, okay, that works. Not home safe. So I guess I can get back to what I do best, and that is tag it. What I was doing, because the signal was so bad, I was unable to research it. Excuse me, I'm James with Century 21. I was just wondering if you were thinking of selling your house. Yep. Thank you for your time. Have a good day. But Spotio, normally, like when you're walking, if you tap right on your dot, it plots. It has for a long time been extremely successful in plotting the pin. Like, see, I don't like going behind gates that are open and then have them be like, did you open it? And I was like, no, it was already open. If it's open, I'll go. But I'm not a fan of like opening courtyard gates. You never know if there's a dog. Once upon a time, I had a guy as I was door knocking. I used to be a lot more comfortable with gates, and in my contact management mastery course, which I strongly recommend, guys. Hi, I'm James with Century 21. I was just wondering if you were thinking of selling your house.
Not at all.
Well, thank you for your time. You have a good day. See, and I'm like with the courtyard gates in the contact management mastery course. If you guys are going to go out and door knock, spend the $100 on joining the Beast Mode Lead Gen Prospecting Challenge room. And inside of that room, go to jamesfestini.com/training. But inside of that room, you get the, let me backtrack. I have a $100 door knocking course. But now I've moved it so that you can just join the room and you get it for free-ish. I've had people who have bought other people's course in door knocking. There's another guy out there who's selling a door knocking course. And I've heard it's not even, it can't compare to mine. The one I put together it's an hour. The first half hour, though, is how to make this propaganda from scratch on a budget. I'm all about budgeting. So what I can do is I made it so that I can make this door knocking piece. I can make 750 of them for less than $20. And when you do the math, 750 of them for $20 to do a custom piece that is timely. A lot of times you can, buy bulk like cards. But I haven't been able to duplicate what I make at home for this cheap. It's just not possible. And what it is, it teaches you how, if you have PowerPoint, from scratch, I teach you how to make the piece. Because a lot of what people want to know is, what do I leave? Well, I leave something that's of value, but it could still be trash because it's not that expensive. Hi, I'm James with Century 21.
Yeah?
I was just wondering if you guys were thinking of selling your house.
No.
Well, thank you for your time. Have a good day. So you make these marketing pieces. The second 30 minutes. Now think about it. 30 minutes. 30 minutes are pure, like at the door, like literally me with a selfie stick and cameras and a mic at a door with, I took months in preparation for this product because there are so many variables that happen at the doors. You'd be surprised. And like every time someone would come in and say, well, what about this? Well, what about that? What about this? And so for months and months and months, people would ask me questions. And I'd be like, okay, well, let's put that in that course. And let's put that in that. And here, oh yeah, well, when my course comes out, I'll put that in there. And so over time, I just had like this random Word doc that I put all of the objections, all of the scenarios that you could face at the door. And I acted them out. Like I stood over 3 different open houses because open houses are boring. I shot the scenes. There are children actors, which are my kids, in another scene. So like 3 different locations. There are animal actors, because there's, even down to the dog thing. One thing is like, what if there's a dog? What if the dog is barking obsessively? What if the homeowner hurts the dog trying to retain? What if the dog comes running out? All these different principles are just for a dog situation. What if the dog runs out and you're standing there? What if the dog runs out and is friendly or big and scary? With door knocking, what earpiece do I use? How to prep for, the arrival. What to say. How many steps to take back. Hi, I'm James at Century 21. I was just wondering if you were thinking of selling your house.
No, I'm not interested.
Thank you for your time. Have a good day. What if the homeowner rips into you, right? Every scenario. What if they say yes? What if they invite you in? What if a kid answers the door? What if a teenager answers the door? What if they don't speak English? What if you gotta pee? How do you interrupt, what to say, how to recognize, body language, the approach. Do I leave marketing pieces? You see, there is so much involved in door knocking. It is literally like, it is science. Hi, I'm James with Century 21.
We're not selling the house.
Thank you for your time.
We sell about 3 people a day there. We're not selling the house.
No problem. Thank you for your time. What if the homeowner... Oh, he's an expired, that's why. That explains it. Interesting. That was an expired. I didn't even really catch that when he's there. Okay, so what if they're an expired? How do you know they're an expired ahead of time, James? What app do I use? What CRM do I use? All of these questions and more can be answered by joining the Beast Mode Lead Gen Prospecting Challenge, the 100-day challenge. It challenges you to go out and get on the phones, get at the doors, but more importantly, it helps you with getting over the reasons why you're not. And I find more often than not, the only reason you're not door knocking is because you don't know what to leave. You don't know what to say. The only reason you're not cold calling is you don't know what to say. Problem solved. Yeah, I've been doing this 24 years. Hi, I'm James with Century 21. I was just wondering if you were thinking of selling your house.
If I'm selling my house, I will find a way to do it without solicitors coming knocking on my door.
Well, thank you for your time, though, and you have a good day. What if the homeowner, like that guy, I don't know if you caught that, the guy looks at me like I just shit on his front porch. I'm gonna put, do not knock on that guy. Not interested. I'm gonna put do not knock, just in case I even come back around. How am I not even come back around? It's just, this neighborhood is not successful, and you know what, this block is triggered with a-holes. It's interesting. So that guy right there said, if I wanted to sell my house, I would find a realtor who doesn't solicit my doorstep. All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. And the dog barks. What do you do? Thank you very much. Have a nice day. I'm not affected. I am deflective. You need to make a big decision as to what your interpretation, how you're going to interpret. That was 2 assholes in a row, guys. Dude, I don't get 2 assholes in like months. I can't wait to see what the next door has. I mean, I don't care. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm not afraid of self-defense, should it come to that. But more importantly, I'm not afraid of, hitting a 10-minute mile, 7-minute mile, depending on who's chasing me. What happens when they're like that? You know, what do you do? What do you do? You say thank you very much and have a nice day. You know, I'm not going to perpetuate negativity by, you know, giving him the stink eye. I'm going to smile like, you know, he opens the door, it looks like I took a shit on his lawn. And in my mind, when he's doing that, you know, and treats me like that, to me it's like, yeah, I guess I did take a shit on your lawn, but thanks for wiping my ass. Oh, is that baby powder? Thank you. Have a nice day. And don't worry, James Festini will not walk up to your driveway ever again, thanks to the power of technology and Spodio and my insatiable thirst for not drinking ass juice from the holes of asses. Hell, how can you? I'm a pacifist. I mean, how can you not appreciate the beauty of life when there's just a Chipotle in every town? Life is good, man. You know, there's people starving in Africa, and I had Chipotle for dinner the last 4 nights in a row. Hi. Oh, hi, I'm James with Century 21. Oh, sorry, you're on the phone. Are you thinking of selling your house?
No.
Thank you for your time. Have a nice day. I smell skunk here somewhere. Probably get sprayed. Oh, the skunk odor is strong here, my friend. I guess the one variable that I haven't considered in my door knock mastery course is, what if there's a skunk? What if you fall off the curb? Don't think I've done that? Play it cool, man. Whoops. Hey, oh, I meant to do that. I do my own stunts. I'm here every night. Aunt Caruso. Hey, Monty Choi, what's happening? He sounded like he did something to his cat. I don't know, like lately. Compete bust. People are nasty in farming area. Getting discouraged. Okay, let me see. Go back up. You guys are going off, man. I didn't realize there was a conversation happening without me. Guess this is a neighborhood you hit already? No. Well, yeah, that other... I went halfway up a block without properly marking. And so I intended to go back on a computer and mark not home. I encourage you guys to tag every door. But I started... It's real easy to break that habit of marking every door, like just now, when the rooftops are so tight that you're spending time like tapping and like shuffling Mojo, Spodio, and you're like, no, it's not 8742, it's 8744. And then you like tap, no, it's not that one either. And then you tap it and it's like, do you want to merge? No, I don't want to merge. So let me carry on the conversation. Hi, I'm James with Century 21. I was just wondering if you were thinking of selling your house.
No.
Well, thank you for your time. You have a good day. See, like Spotio's not recognizing that. Here we go. Not interested. Oh man, 10 people. Here we go. 10 people in the room. I'm like hamming up for you. Welcome, guys. We're talking about my door knock mastery course. At least I am. And the reasons why people don't do this. And the majority of the reason is they're afraid. It's scary. It's scary to knock on doors. You know? But in my opinion, it's also scary to go to the bathroom in Mexico. But you do it anyhow, right? It's scary to get on an airplane to a foreign country that you've never been to. It's scary to have a baby. But you know what's even more scary? Not having any listings. Whew. To me, that's far more scarier than door knocking. Far more scary than door knocking is not having any listings. I haven't had 0 in years. I've gotten down to 2 maybe, but I'm comfortable with 15. Hi,
Yeah.
I'm James with Century 21. I was just wondering if you were thinking of selling your house.
No.
Thank you for your time.
Thanks.
Have a good day. So, you know, the reason why people are reluctant to door knock, let me make sure I get this into. The people that are afraid to door knock are most of the time because they just don't have experience or someone gave them the idea. But it's kind of weird that you would enter into the real estate business, a sales business. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. A sales business with the idea that you're not going to have to sell something. And what was it? Oh my God! Recently, I thought I saw that the Department of Real Estate or whatever, they wanted to remove the terminology from the license to be like, hit me with that answer. It was something like they wanted to change the name, or they did change the name from salesperson license to like licensee, real estate licensee or real estate practice licensee, that they were removing the word sales from the license. That like people are like, we're not salespeople. We're a media company. Yeah, that's the ticket. Gary Vee says I'm a media company, not a realtor. Real estate person. I think that's what they did. Am I mistaken that they removed the word real estate salesperson or salesperson license, where they call it like now real estate person? Could we get any more snowflake? We're like, I don't want to call it sales. Can't we just call it, I don't know, daffodil? Maybe snowflake? It's much softer. Please don't make me sell anything. Hi, I'm James with Century 21. I was just wondering if you were thinking of selling your house.
No, we're not. Thank you, though.
Thank you for your time. Have a good day. And every once in a while, you get a very beautiful insert opposite sex here, or non-cis, or whatever the fuck it is now. Insert muse behind the door, and they open. You're like, whoa, va va boom, hey. How's it going there? Are you thinking of selling your house? Mm-hmm. No, I'm not a creeper. Just have a question. Can you just answer the question so I can leave here before I perspire on you? I'm going off right now, guys. Anyhow, so what I was getting at was that you've got to just... if you're in this business right now and you're buying leads from internet, insert internet demon here, outside of Facebook marketing, Masters Facebook marketing, they're not in the... Hi, I'm James with Century 21 Real Estate.
Yeah.
I was just wondering if you're thinking of selling your house.
Not a chance.
Oh, thank you for your time.
You.
You have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.
So you get, where was I? I'm much better keeping myself on track when I don't get distracted. Where was I? Yes. So we go into this field and we try to, generate leads. And one of the biggest scams, one of the biggest farces, one of the biggest shenanigans are brokerages who say, come to us and we'll give you leads. And these brokerages are spending money on the very same industry that is going to put you out of the business. I don't care what you say. The minute Zillow offered to assist a seller in selling their house beyond a free market analysis, the minute they went into like the sell by owner, I mean, this happened years ago where they were like, hey, you want to sell yourself? Here you go. Put it on by owner. And what do? We gave it to them. We are financing our demise. We are doing the exact opposite of putting money into our savings. Paying Zillow/Trulia, and even allowing industries like Redfin to touch our IDX was taboo. I mean, we gave up the power under the guise of like, it's for the consumer. Great, it's for the consumer. They have access now. They should have allowed the access. They should have allowed the access through our own internal means, not their site. So when we allowed IDX, it should have been in cooperation with other brokerages. Hey, C21.com. Hey, ColdWellBanker.com. Hey, Keller Williams. Let's share our data. You guys are also, individual licensed salespeople. But when we gave up the IDX feed to an online internet provider, that was the beginning of the end of our control over that data. That was the demise. I don't have an objection for the IDX. I don't have an objection over IDX. I don't have an objection over sharing my content with other agents. I don't even really have an objection with Remax putting my listing on their website so long as at the bottom they give me proper due. Well, no, you know what? Actually, I do. If you borrow Blink 187's song to do the introduction of your video, there's copyright. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm fucking out here. I'm a 45-year-old man at 7:40 on a Thursday fucking night. Sorry for the bad words. I'll try not to cuss. On a Thursday night, knocking on doors trying to generate my product. It's like an artist going out into the studio and painting something, and then someone goes in and makes lithographs, frames it, and sells it without giving me credit. Without even giving me credit. So yeah. Actually, I do have a problem with other companies sharing my listings, and what do? It was, but the consumer, fuck the consumer. We fucked ourselves. The consumer had what they needed when we were providing value, when we were providing data to them, when we were able to steer them before they came to us and said, well, Zillow says it's worth $700. We want to offer $700. I'm like, Mr. Know-it-all. Zillow's off by like 50% on this bad boy. They're grabbing it from the mobile home across the street. That's not. Well, no, I don't offer any. These people get these form opinions. They are expectations. And this generation of ego and narcissism, God forbid we actually school them on, investments. No one wants that. I went to Zillow University. They have a course there where you can watch a video and understand those estimates, Mr. Real Estate Man, real estate person. So, we gave up our control. Enough said. Now, the moment of decision is today. Ladies and gentlemen, peers, if that's what you want to call yourselves. See, my peers My peers are neutral. My peers are here to provide an objective opinion with, if they're my peers, with safety and concern for my future and concern for the industry as a whole. Oh, hi, sorry. I'm James with Century 21. I was just wondering if you were thinking of selling your house.
No, we are renting.
Oh, thank
so
you.
much.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's cool. Have a good one. You got a little baby in her hand. Totally cool. Anyhow, so we go into the industry with, we have to go in and say, if you're my peers, if you're here to, we got to stick together. This is a union, and this is the largest union. You want to go there? We are the largest army, National Association of Realtors. From what I hear, we are the largest collective group of people under one title on the planet. Like fans of Harry Potter can't touch us. Justin Bieber fans can't touch us. We got more. Hi, I'm James with Century 21. I was just wondering if you were thinking of selling your house.
Sorry, we're not doing
Oh, thank you for your time, though. You have a good day. Appreciate it. Thanks. You know what I mean? We have power in numbers, and we gave up the power the minute that we gave up control of our data. Now, hold on now. This might not bother many because you were never the listing agent. You see, a lot of people who defend this, it's for the consumer, were the people who relied on me to provide the data. And I was not holding it hostage. I was not concealing I don't do pocket listings. I'll do coming soon just because it's like it needs to be fixed, or but I don't conceal properties off the market. So there was no fear of me like hiding the listing, therefore I was going to take your buyer whether you like it or not. Yeah. But I understand there were enough agents out there who were like, fuck you, man. It's my listing. Send me your buyer. I'll pay you 20%. Like, son of a bitch. But that wasn't never my, that wasn't my angle. I'm one of the most honest people. Well, if any of you guys have been a part of my repertoire of wisdom, you would clearly know by now that if anything, I am transparent. I provide value to you from an angle of someone who has no agenda. I still haven't figured out my agenda for you guys. What? Because I asked you for $100 for like $300 worth of my work. I made 2 short films, and then 300 other short films. I carry around a $900 camera with a $50 a month internet connection so that I can share with you. I don't think you realize how generous this individual is. Most of you do. Most of you guys are like, thank you for putting this out. But I don't think you know deep behind the kimono to what extent I go to give this to you. No one else is doing this. Not to this extent. They might pop off a video here and there. Totally edited, staged, whatever. So now let's go back to my argument. Ladies and gentlemen, we need to collectively and immediately separate ourselves into 2 classes. Those who generate our own leads and those who pay for leads. And the class has been skewed very heavy on the side of the purchase. That is why Zillow is getting powerful. That is why Trulia and even Realtor.com is not owned by realtors. Get that through your head. Another thing realtors gave, they're like, yeah, you can use the name. Don't worry about it. It's just too messy. Just use the name. And the consumer the consumer, here we are spending, well, I'm spending a chunk. I mean, I don't know about you, but I spend money on the California or the Board of Realtors. Hi, I'm James with Century 21. I was just wondering if you were thinking of selling your house.
Not really.
You think maybe later down the road, like next year or summertime, or give it much thought at all?
I hadn't really thought about it, to be honest with you.
Okay, that's fine. Not a problem. Well, thank you for your time, though. Have a good evening. I really wanted to be nice, but he wasn't interested. It's close, though. Anyhow, we need to band together and take back what is ours. But you know what? When an army, when a country gets soft and it becomes overrun, I mean, let history show that when a country gets big and soft and complacent, they get under attack. Egypt, Rome, Incas, Aztecs, Mayans, Egyptians. Did I say Egyptians? They all fell because of ego and complacency. Every one of them fell. And now we have got... So what happens when we want to take back what is rightfully ours under the law? I better head up the hill. I've got a showing in about 10 minutes. What happens when we as a country, as a village, want to revolt against the king? What do? We send our men and our boys into battle. Fortunately, in this, we can even send our women into battle. Ladies and gentlemen, this battle needs to be fought like a battle that we once fought 200 years ago to regain what could potentially burn down our village. And if we want to have anything to do with the real estate industry in the next 5 years, we need to learn to generate our own leads. If we can't convince our selfish brokers and our selfish corporate entities who have an agenda, they got an agenda, they got their parachute, man. They don't fucking care about it. There's the cuss word again. I'm gonna try not to cuss. It's emotional because I see it. I see the writing on the wall, and you know, the broker, the owner of the company, they've weathered it. You know, they went through 2008. You know, C21 corporate and all that. They've gone through it, so they can afford a meltdown. And just sell their offices, sell their thing, bada bing, bada boom, out. But what we cannot afford is we can't convince them to pull the plug on Zillow and Trulia. We just can't. I don't know. Even if I was the #1 agent in my 800-person company, and I said, me and your top 5 agents are leaving unless you stop feeding our IDX to the enemy. That's what we're doing. You know, what would you do? We're supplying arms. I mean, you guys are like, wah, wah, wah. Trump is in bed with the Russians. Wah, wah. We're in fucking bed with the Russians. I can't stop cussing. I had one guy today tell me to stop cussing, and he's unsubscribing. I'm like, I'll try to stop cussing. But this is a powerful speech, man. We're supplying weapons to ISIS. We are USA. We are realtors. ISIS is Zillow. So what do we do? What do we do when the president's in bed with the Russians? Not getting political. Don't even bash me. I'm the last political person. I wouldn't even know how to defend myself. I like Clinton because he played the saxophone. I liked Obama because he talked funny. I like Reagan because of his cowboy movies. I like Bush because his last name. This is my favorite female anatomy. I'm a lover, not a fighter. What the hell do I care, man? The market's been good according to my effort, but in this battle, the reason why I'm coming to you right now with this message, and who knows if I could repeat it again, but the reason I'm coming to you with this message right now is the only way, if we cannot beat them, and the only way we're going to beat them is to pull the plug in one 24-hour period. In 30 minutes, we can push that big red button and Zillow would implode. And two things would happen. We would claim victory, victory. Our data is ours. We have it. Now we're going to share it among ourselves, not among the competition. Because although it's friendly competition, you know, Remax, Century 21, Cole Banker, Berkshire Hathaway, it's friendly competition. It's a mutual agreement that we will share this for the benefit of the consumer. But these outsiders, these internet providers, they're under the guise of the consumer, but that would give us the assumption that, you know what the consumer wants? The consumer wants to click a button. The consumer wants to click a button, select a move-in date, hit buy now, and that's it. Where do we put in the equation? We don't. We are disposable people. I don't care what you guys. Well, they have to go through disclosure. La 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 la. Yeah. Yeah. So the liability rests on, you know, thousands of attorneys putting together like a checklist, and end of story. Really, you know. Carfax gets their hands on there and makes house facts. End of story. And every house within 2 sales will have history. Hell, they'll give you incentive. Hey, we'll incentivize this transaction if you complete these forms to the best of your knowledge. Insurance companies already got claims, so that'd be the biggest one. You know, make that part of it. Insurance companies tie in, house facts tie in, game over. The only thing they can't replace is the confidence that we give homeowners in a scary transaction. But you know what? Buying a car is scary. You ever seen that paperwork on a new car? You know, if you really had to fill that form out, you would need car dealerships. But you don't need car dealerships. You can do it somewhere else. You can click a button and swipe it. You know, eBay Motors, boom, that's it. Put a sign in your front yard, says for sale on the front of the car, and game over. You guys following me here? It's the biggest transaction of their lives, but we could definitely be phased out of the equation. So what is the end result of my lengthy rant, ladies and gentlemen? I'm hoping when I pull away I've got likes, thumbs up. Thank you very much. Thank you for the thumbs up. You know I speak the truth. You know I speak the truth. From the mobile command center. Isn't that nice? If Zillow phases me out, this is going to be a brothel. Yeah, maybe I'll make a grow house. Portable weed delivery or something. Hot box. Just line it with bongs. Yeah. Yeah. So here's how it's got to be. If you guys are not willing to learn how to get your own leads, if you are not willing to learn how to generate your own leads, don't worry about it. You know, because right now the people who are like, I don't want a door knock, I don't want a cold call, I don't want a cold call, I don't want a door knock, I'm scared, don't worry. Your time is coming. You won't have to, because you'll be out of the business. And the only telephone headset you're going to be doing is, welcome to McDonald's. How am I take your order, please? Hi, welcome to Jack in the Box. Would you like to supersize that Zillow fry? Fucking movie. This isn't a movie, people. This isn't a joke. I'm not fucking. You guys are not going to learn how to generate your own leads, and you're going to continue to buy leads, it's over. You've already retired the idea of an alternative solution. So right now we got Facebook. We can do Facebook ads. Spend money on Facebook ads. You know, back in the day we could spend money on magazines. You know, we could do magazines, but the magazine company wasn't advertising on the inside. Hey, Mr. Homeowner, advertise your home here for free and we will handle your contract for a 1% fee. If they did that, we'd fucking cancel. God, yo, I'm gonna try to stop cussing. But this is a very heated topic. You got James Festini out. We would cancel the contract with the magazine company. We'd be like, no, I'm not paying you. You remove that page or I'm taking my business somewhere else. And we would start our own magazine. So we go into the solution to the problem is easy. I've got the solution to the problem. Generate your own leads. If this was war, and we had to go out as humanity, like if the aliens attacked right now and we had to defend the earth, we would fight with everything we got to protect our people. Yes, there would be imminent danger. There would be bloodshed. There would be certain death for 90% of the world. But you see, this isn't that. You're not going to die generating your own leads. I'm proposing that you have a certain scenario where you can stand up, take arms, get primitive, get medieval, get back to your roots, get back to the animal inside of you that will not tolerate people taking your eggs or taking your babies or stealing your cubs. They will not take your food supply, and they will not kick you while you're hibernating. Let them know that they've awakened the beast, and that we're not going to put up with it anymore. You're welcome for the 15-year run where you guys made billions. But if you don't immediately turn off your effing Zestimate, we're making demands now. Turn off Zestimate immediately. Turn off that crystal ball crap you guys are trying to launch. Or that is. Immediately. And stop offering real estate services. Don't allow for sale by owners to do this anymore. Leave that to forSaleByOwner.com. Let them screw around. We don't want that. But you're even commingling, if that's the right word, data, where you're allowing an MLS platform that we have created. Yes. I'm at Ridgeview showing it, and then yeah, I'll go back to the office and print it if you need. Okay. It's gonna be dark. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll call them. I gotta call them. Thank you. I'm live though. I'm on a rant here, so. Okay. See you in about a half hour. So we make demands on them that they give us back what we created. We let them create an MLS, and then we gave them permission to allow buy owners in the system, which I call bullshit. And you know, and again, this has to do with like the people who take offense to this argument are the people who are not going out and generating their leads. They're what they would call the baby birds, where they wait for mama bird to drop a worm in their mouth. Pio, 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 pio. I'm from Peru, and in Peru they call that a pio, pio. Pio, pio, pio. This little bird. Mama, drop me a worm. Listing agent, put me a listing. I want inventory. I'm complaining about the inventory. There's no inventory. Pio, pio, pio. Which is fine. I don't mind the pio pios. They sell my listings. No insult there. But when you defend a platform that takes from me that which encourages me and inspires me to do what I'm doing so that you can do what you're doing, we work in a synergy. We work together on this thing. And when you argue that the consumer, not the consumer, it's you. You want your buyer to gain access so that you don't have to freaking search the MLS every morning. You don't have to do that. You just want to be able to open up the computer and a buyer says this, and then you pay Zillow for those buyers. I mean, it's a good thing, man. If you got it down, shit, man. Spend $1,000, $2,000 a month. You make 10 grand a month off buyers. Maybe pop off a listing here and there. Walk through the room. You blow a fart. Everyone's got to smell it. Yeah, you smell that? That's Chipotle. But at the end of the day, you're still feeding the dragon. You're telling your drug dealer, hey, I need more purity. I demand more purity. He's like, you're gonna die. But your drug dealer never tells you you're gonna die. Real drug dealers, they're just like, whatever. Won't tell them where you got it. And that's what Zillow is. That's what truly it is. They're drug dealers. They're gonna kill you. And you're addicted. You know, you're like, more leads. And then all they gotta do is call you up. We got a new program. We got a new strain. It almost doubles the leads. You're like, oh man, yeah. But then when you slam it in your arm, you get like a quick rush and you're like, I now have 200 leads with no phone numbers, or, you know, Jack Mehoff at yahoo.com, you know? Yo mama stinky ass at gmail.com. You're like, ooh, that's a lead. I got one today. The hell was his name? Pound Me Harder something at yahoo.com. I was like, really? Good one. And I get those because I generate inventory. And you know, in full disclosure, I have my name and my listings in Zillow, and I do get reviews, and I do get business from Zillow. I get listings. Hey James, I saw you on Zillow. I see you're crushing this market. I want to list my house. I'm like, you know, so they're not totally evil. We just need to teach them a lesson. Cut off a few of their tentacles and say, hey, bad boy, don't stick your finger in that sock. Hey, bitch, don't do that. Don't stick your finger in the fire. You're gonna get burned. Hey, mijo, don't play on the stairs. You're gonna fall. Just give him a little lesson, a little. Give him to pull off your chancla. Pow! Hi, mommy. That's right. And then we teach him a lesson. So here's the alternative. So we're all ha ha ha. James, you're a funny fucking guy. What's the solution? James, what's the solution? It's the end of the world as we know it. Tonight at 8. 08 to be exact. What's the solution, James? What's the solution? I'm losing money here. Time is money. What do I do, man? I'm gonna yank the cord from Zillow. What's my next step? The next step is learn to cold call. Learn to pick up the phone. Generate your leads. Learn to door knock. I don't like cold calling. I'm afraid to cold call. Door knock. I'm afraid of door knocking. Then I'm sorry. With all my infinite experience and wisdom, I still have not manifested, nor has the universe manifested an alternative solution to your instant necessity, to your immediate thirst, your lack of oxygen. You need to make deals now. So badly that you will pay money to an industry, a lead provider, knowing damn well what their intentions are, but it's like, it's a double-edged sword. Like drugs, you're like, oh man, but it feels so good, man. My skin's so warm, and I see things better, man. I need this at the end of the day, man. What a hard day. I need a drink. I can't talk shit on alcohol. I like to tip one back every once in a while, and then I remember I don't like alcohol. I need to smoke another joint, man. I just, at the end of the day, just one blunt, boom. Can't talk shit about joints. I try, but I get too paranoid. Oh, to be young again. Lucky me that I don't. Otherwise, I'd be like the Stoner Realtor on YouTube. Oh, Mary. But you find these things, you find these avenues to fulfill this missing void, and your missing void is the ability to generate your own leads. So what do? You go to jamesfestini.com/training, and you sign up for the 100-day challenge. It's $100 for 100 days, and it's immersive boot camp that will give you the tools that you need to learn how to generate. I think I almost want to change it to like 100 leads in 100 days. Guaranteed. Guaranteed? Get a rope. Guaranteed? Who guarantees 100 leads in 100 days for $100? You crazy. Like, yeah, I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Here's what you got to do. You got to knock on 100 doors, and you got to speak to 100 people. Separate. Speak to 100 people by phone, knock on 100 doors. I guarantee you, you will generate 2 to 3 leads a day. Thus, 5, 10 leads a week, 7 leads a week, 7 times 4, 7 times 3, 20, 40, 60, no, 80, no, 100 leads in 100 days, yeah. With that kind of momentum, with the right scripts, with the right attitude, with the right dress, with the right propaganda, with the right body language, with the right interaction, with the right eye contact, with the right trainer, with the right attitude, with the right perspective, with the right perceptions, with the right intentions, with everything that's within your power, you're fully capable of obtaining leads and overcoming the fear. I understand no, I don't understand the fear. I hear about it, and I have studied. My fear doesn't manifest itself in like, it's in like complacency, like maybe not, whatever. Am I meeting a buyer or what? Here we go. Here we go, Festini. I'm pulled up now. I'm out of flyers. Aren't I? Aren't I? Shit. So we go. I'm gonna give this guy. Well, I'm actually 13 minutes late, but hey. Where's my call? He didn't even call me. So we go out, we learn to generate our own leads. I promise you that if you follow me, it will come from a place of sincerity, genuine, with no agenda. Your $100 doesn't make me or break me. It only gives you the necessary tools to shut down, or at least put Zillow back in its cage. Okay? Fair enough? So I want to thank you guys very much. I will probably I'll probably keep this video up just because I feel a lot of wisdom and power went through this lecture. I might pull it down for a little bit just to chop off. Well, no, I don't know if I started off riffing. I don't know if I started off with a. Who votes that I leave this up so you can lecture it? Let me see. Been there, done that. Except James. Leave it on. Leave it on. Okay. All right. Alex Naranjo said, and I trust you, Alex. I'll leave it up. This is one of those videos that, yeah, maybe even could go viral because the message is powerful. I got powerful messages there. So I want to thank you guys for watching, joining, subscribing. If you have not, go to jamesfestini.com/training. I will put the link below. And take the 100-day challenge. 100 days for 100 leads. You have to. Our village is under attack, people. It's time to take odds. It's time to, bear arms. It's time to be willing to sacrifice just a little bit of pain. Overcome that fear to run out onto the field with a sword. Knowing damn well that there's not going to be any physical injury, but the injury that will happen should Zillow and its minions truly unleash their potential on us. I mean, how easy would it be for them? Right now, it's kind of like a something tucked away. But what if tomorrow morning they popped up a banner ad that said, list and sell your home for 1%. We can match, because they have the algorithm. All they need to do is be like, hey, you 20,000 people who looked at this 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom floor plan with here they are. Make them an offer. Immediate feeding frenzy, gone. Click here for financing. Click here for disclosures. Click here for more pictures. Click here to talk to the seller. For an extra 1%, we'll put you together with a Redfin agent. And then the Redfin agent's like, I'm on salary, whatever. The low commission people are there. The low commission structure has always been there. It comes and goes with the market. We negotiate. I negotiate my commission. I ebb and flow with those times. I don't want to lose the listing over a commission argument. I always shoot for my number, but if a homeowner really puts up a fight, they could get me down because it's either me or someone else. I'll make it up on the back end. I do this, I do that, whatever. It's, it is what it is. I market, I'll spend my money still. I'll continue to spend. I don't deflect. I don't lose motivation over that. My eye is not on that prize. My eye is on turning numbers, shaking hands, getting the review, and moving on. So we deal with that. But this is a different animal. This isn't like assist to help you sell. This isn't like, you know, ABC brokerage. They'll be gone. The next time the market tightens up a little bit more, they're gone. They're gone. The discount guys, let them have their game. My problem is the internet providers. When I knock on the doors and I call the homeowners and I get up and I pay for a CRM and I pay for the dialers and I pay for my technology and I pay gas and time and I deliver the slam package and I go face to face and I argue and I negotiate and I get stepped on and I get looked at and I get yelled at to generate, you know, a listing, and then I have my name on it. My sign is in front of this listing. My sign is in front. I made the cold call, not Zillow. And yet, because my broker, because I work for a big brand box, my broker says, oh, here's my buyer. Good job. Only 20 minutes late. So, you know, big box wants to cooperate with Zillow for their own hidden agenda to lure agents and say we got this. And then what happens? We turn around and now we've got a position where I have to. Now, Zillow says, hey, guess what? We got a listing. It's like, no. It's James. Yeah, okay, we're going to mention you down below. No, I want my name, my face. I want everything here. Even with like the MLS, you know, when they say you can't have your sign or your agenda on there, they take it from you. Everyone's trying to take our money. Just don't do it. Thanks for watching, guys. I got to go show this guy.